Hi, my name is Dewey Hoagland, and this is Project 4. So first, we start by prompting the user to input an integer, and they can enter a negative integer to quit. So that comes in right here. So while x is more than or equal to 0, we set that because the negative integer quits the while loop. So first, we start out by creating the initial variables at the beginning of each iteration. So the additive persistence is equal to 0. The multiplicative persistence is equal to 0. The additive root is equal to the x, which is the inputted integer, and so is the multiplicative root. Then if x is less than 10, then the additive root will remain equal to x. Otherwise, we'll start the calculation of the additive root, and so we set a random variable equal to the additive root, so the inputted integer is not altered. So y is equal to add root, and then we'll set the additive root equal to 0 to start out with. Then we will calculate the sum, and then after the iteration is done, we'll add 1 to the additive persistence. And if the additive root ends up coming out to more than 10, then we'll take the additive root of that number. So we'll start the iteration over again. We'll add 1 to the additive root, or additive persistence. And after that, we'll do the same exact thing for the multiplicative root. And after that, all we have to do is output the additive and multiplicative persistence and roots. So for the integer x, the additive persistence, add per, additive root, add a root, multiplicative persistence, multi per, and then multiplicative root, multi-root. So then at the end of the while loop, we're going to prompt the user to input another integer. And so if it's a negative integer, then we'll quit the while loop. But if it's not, we'll start the whole process over again. And so let's say we quit the while loop and we input a negative integer. We're just going to print, thanks for playing with numbers, goodbye. So let's go ahead and test this out. Alright, so enter an integer, negative integer to quit. Let's just do 1,234. So for the integer 1,234, the additive persistence is 2, the additive root is 1, the multiplicative persistence is 2, and the multiplicative root is 8. So let's enter another integer. Let's do 999. So for 999, the additive persistence is 2, the additive root is 9, the multiplicative persistence is 4, and the multiplicative root is 2. So let's enter another integer. Let's just do -5. Alright, so thanks for playing with numbers, goodbye. So by entering a negative integer, we ended the program. Or ended the while loop, my bad. And that's pretty much it.